planning as part of a bigger picture is something that a lot of practices overlook. They don't plan for the next year. They don't know what they're going to do for the next year. Like, I can tell you for a fact that we have a sheet for our practices that we have them fill out, and we ask them, what days are you open for the next year? We'll take office openings or closures, and then we'll take that information and we'll upload that. So that's uploaded by December.
Yeah, let's go. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I can do all things. I can do all things. Yeah, I can do all things. Yeah. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I can do all things.
We'll take that information and upload it on Yelp, on Google My Business, and any other platform that's relevant to update their office hours. So that way, that's taken care of next year. Another thing that we look at in terms of their goals is what do they want to promote in terms of their dental practice services. And their dental practice services can be anything from, we want to promote more veneers, we want to promote teeth whitening, we want to promote whatever it happens to be that you like to promote. We create a schedule for them 6 months out that allow us to understand what we're going to talk about for those next 6 months. 12 months is ideal, but we find that 12 months tends to be too much of an investment, especially when you want to pivot, because at that 6 month mark, they may have gotten more or less of those particular types of clients or services, and they may want to pivot to something different, or they're not getting enough, and then we want to pivot to something different. So having their ideal client and an ideal demographic and an avatar created around that promotion is really, really important. And so for your dental practice, you want to understand what you're going to be talking about. And once you understand what you're talking about, then you can promote it. And this goes back into another video that I made before. You'll have to go check the archives, but I was talking about making these great TikTok videos that are funny, or these Facebook or YouTube videos that are funny, but they don't really connect. And so, yes, you can continue to make those articles or those items, but if you have a promotional schedule, understanding what you're going to talk about on these platforms in terms of service promotions for that particular month. So like January, we'll know we're going to promote a new smile. February, we're going to talk about Valentine's Day, and March, we're going to be talking about whatever holidays in March, and then April, and we'll be talking about weddings and wedding dresses and smiles and new fresh, bright smiles and bridal party, teeth whitening sessions and stuff like that. You know, we know about that stuff in advance, and then we can take that information and tie that to those funny videos. So that way you have that consistent promotion around your practice and highlighting that. This also turns into updating your website and your digital properties. So this is a good opportunity because you may have a slowdown in your schedule, or because you're intentionally taking a slowdown in your schedule, is to schedule some team photos. And that way you can have your website updated with the latest and greatest pictures of your team bios. So that way, when you go into the promotions for next year, you have that stuff in place. Again, super important. One of the things that patients look at the most on the website, I bet you don't know this, or you may know this already if you're looking at statistics. The first thing that they'll look at is your homepage. The second thing that they'll look at is not your products and services. It's actually your team. Your team page is incredibly important. And yes, I didn't know this before I jumped into the space and I was looking into the actual analytics behind the scenes, but the team pages are really important. People are curious about who is working in their mouth. They want to know who they're working with. Did they look fun? Did they look mean? Did they look stern? Whatever it is, those preconceived notions, do they look like me? They want to see who is in their mouth. So having great photos and completed bios are going to be super important. So that's also something that you can do around this time of year. And then, like I mentioned, that website refresh, of having your website refreshed with those product promotions with your team. Maybe you offer some new procedures. Maybe you're taking some procedures away because you didn't find that they had as much value for your practice. And then I'm going to summarize this up. Actually, I'm going to wrap this up here. So now that you have all of these items done, The important thing that you do after this in terms of humanizing your practice is to remember at the end of the day that your patients are people too. They're not numbers. They're not patient number 0021. They are regular people that have families, they have lives, they have jobs, they have things that they want to do to be successful in their lives. And it is your responsibility as a dental practitioner to help them get to where their goals are. And remember, their goals may not be to fix a tooth. Their goal is, it may be to take away the pain of a broken tooth, or their goal may be to get a new job. Their goal may be to live a better life, whatever better happens to be. And it's the responsibility of the dental practices to help them to get there.
Anyway, I want to know your thoughts, your comments. Put them in the comments below. Again, if you have the opportunity, do that thing, smash that like button. All right, guys, I'll see you all next video.
Yeah, we came a long way. That's what the song say. And I can do all things.